Quick. Good afternoon, guys. I just when we probably thought the threat was over, apparently not. We got a tornado warning for parts of Jackson and DeKalb Counties until 12:15 p.m. this afternoon. It includes Pisgah, Henniger, Otter, and the areas around Valley Head, and that's in parts of Jackson, and DeKalb counties. And uh, if you're in any of those locations that I just mentioned, Pisgah, Henniger, Otter, and Valley Head, those locations, you should clearly get in your safe place now, and do not ignore the warnings. The system that has caused that prompted the tornado warnings earlier this morning when it was in Texas and Mississippi overnight. Last night, it has been a killer. I mean, it resulted in loss of life. But killed two people. From what I saw, there are two fatalities. One in Texas and another in Mississippi. So this is something I don't. It doesn't matter if it was a marginal risk the whole time or not. I mean, every life is precious. So if you're in those locations in Pisgah, Henniger, Ider, and Valley Head, you need to be in your safe place now. I mean, now. Do not wait till it's on top of you. You need to get there now. And if you don't know where your safe place is, it's very simple. If you are in a mobile home or vehicle, get out of it immediately. If you're and same and if there's no storm shelter or so nearby, you need to if you're getting out of your vehicle or mobile home, what you should be doing that right now. When you're doing it, if there's no safe room or storm shelter or any site built structure with a basement nearby, then you need to be getting into a ditch and putting a helmet on. That means everybody that's with you get a helmet on. If you don't have a helmet, put mattresses, blankets, pillows, anything like that's not metal or electrical, to where you can cover your head and your back and your neck and all, in case there's damage being done. Hopefully there's not, but if there is, it's better for you to be safe than sorry and risk losing your life or getting injured. And if you're in a site-built structure, and if you have a basement or a storm shelter or safe room nearby, you need to get there now. If you do not have one of those available, get into a small room, bathroom, cooler, closet, or hallway on the lowest floor near the center and away from all windows and doors. And and like I said earlier, in that safe place, everybody needs to have helmets on. If you do not have helmets, put a blanket, put blankets, pillows, mattresses, anything not metal or electrical, and get it on you right now. That is very, very simple. Excuse me. And don't wait around it and don't ignore it. You should clearly get in your safe place immediately. And once the warning's expired and there's no lightning or anything like that out there, and you can come out, then you'll be in the all clear to come out of your safe place. Right now, you are not in the all clear. Excuse me. And, uh, and as far as the areas that are not in the warning, Scottsboro and Stevenson, as far as I know, they are not in the warning. Scottsboro and Stevenson and Bridgeport, as far as I know, they're not in the warning. But the but Pisgah and Ider and Henniger and possibly even Valley Head, they're in the warning. And those are the communities that need to be in their safe place right now. That is very, very simple to understand. Once the warning's expired and the storm has passed by, then you can come out of your shelter. But right now, that is not the case. If you have any questions with who's in the warning and all, even though I just explained it, I'll do it again. If you any questions that you have on here, feel free to ask me. I'll be glad to answer your question. But right now, you need to be focused on getting to safety. That's what you need to be doing right now. Like I said, if my tablet were working, I would have been doing the live video with my tablet instead of my phone. I could pull up the polygon and let you see if you're in the warning or not, but I can't do that. I can call out the locations that are in it, but I can't pop up the areas that are in the warning, unfortunately. I tried and it just won't work. I've already got it posted on Facebook and on Twitter and so far on Instagram also. Hopefully I did. But I tried. But now everybody else is all clear from Huntsville west to the Shoals, all clear. But and Pisgah and Ider and Henniger and Valley Head and parts of Jackson and DeKalb Counties, you are not in the all clear yet. Excuse me. I knew I was up earlier this morning when we had the warnings out for the Shoals earlier, but the Shoals is all clear. And Huntsville and Athens, and as far as I know, Decatur and Coleman, they're in the all clear also, but not in Jackson or DeKalb County yet. Would imagine they probably will soon, but not right now. We'll see if I'm getting anything. I did not mean to do that. See. Try to make sure I'm not missing anything. Try to make sure I'm not missing anything. I haven't heard anything else on the warning. It's very odd. You know what? Forget it. It's 12:07. The warning expires at 12:15, but forget about that. Just focus on your safety. That's all you need to be doing right now, is focusing on your safety. apparently no one's come on here yet, and that's okay. You can look at it later. That's not a surprise. They've already got tornado warnings out in Georgia now, which is not a surprise. Quite frankly, it's not. Like I said, if you have any questions about this tornado warning for parts of Jackson County and DeKalb County, feel free to ask me right now while you're at it. If you don't have any questions, that's okay. Or same thing with comments. If you don't have any, that's alright. But if you are in Pisgah or in Henniger or Ider or Valleyhead and Jackson and DeKalb County where the tornado warning is in place, then you need to be in your safe place now. Do not wait. Get there now. Keeping up with whatever I'm getting on Twitter that has to do with the warning. This is not fake. This is not a false alarm. This is serious business. This is very serious business. This is not, like I said, this is not a false alarm. This is very serious business. We'll check and see if there's anything new about it. Well, still nothing. Alright. It's 12:09. Once the warning's expired, I'll get off here. But right now, that is not going to happen. Once the warrant's expired, I'll get off here. Right now, that is not going to be the case. And if there's any haters or trolls or know-it-alls that want to try to give me a hard time about it, you are not going to win the war. You're not going to win the battle. So just keep that in mind. I love you, and I don't want nothing to happen to you. I don't want you to end up losing your life or anything. But I don't want anybody to be ignoring the warning. They need to be in their safe place immediately. And I'm not on here to talk about politics either, so just keep that in mind also. About 3 or 4 minutes, that tornado warning will probably expire unless it gets extended. But that may not happen, but we'll see. Time again. 2 minutes. Oops. 2 minutes, that tornado warning will probably be over with. But until then, just stay in your safe place. But once it expires, you can go. You can go about your business, but be careful on the roads, because the roads may be slippery or slick with all the rain that we've had. And there was a deadly wreck in Tuscumbia this morning from something that might have been, it could have been related to that. And the driver was killed. And we don't want any more of that today. We don't. We seriously don't. So if you're driving, be careful on the roads. I could not emphasize that enough. Oh, okay, it's 12:15. I'm gonna see if the warning's. Oh, all more minutes, and if it's not on there now, the next time I check it, then I'll go ahead and end this video. But just stay in your safe place. It probably has expired. Check. Well, let me check it again. Place. A few more minutes, but once it's expired and the polygon ain't on there now, then I'll end the video immediately. But not now. That makes very good sense. Okay. I'm gonna check it again. Alright, I'm gonna get off here. Y'all have a good day and be safe. Stay